because really that's our goal as the conference office, is to make sure that we're putting all of our teams in the best possible place to be competitive. I think this aligns with modernizing some of the professional pieces that are coming into play, just with giving student athletes access to their own materials, their own footage, their own training, and a lot of those other elements that they can take ownership of.
The biggest priorities when implementing a new replay system for us was something that was going to be easy to install, easy for our coaches to use, something that was going to really allow them to focus on the game, but then when they had to use that system, to be able to know that it was going to be quality and something they can rely on.
We were able to take care of the software and camera acquisition for all of our institutions, so they didn't need to worry about that, and they could just focus on getting the infrastructure on campus to support the cameras. What's also really nice about Spiideo in that respect is that the camera can end up on existing infrastructure. It isn't super particular as long as it's getting some of those angles.
I know it was important for us as administrators and as a conference to be able to start using replay, and that only advanced what we were doing in the Mountain West for both our baseball and our softball programs. And it's just been fabulous for our coaches, for our players, to be able to have something that's reliable like that, to be able to use that in game. It's been a fantastic experience for them.
The decision-making process, I think, was a little bit unorthodox. Spiideo was building this replay, and hey, we might be able to use that, since some of the other avenues we initially started looking at weren't moving exactly at that time. Once we identified that that might be something that we want to do, and had some really great partners at Spiideo that were excited to work with us and kind of figure out what our needs were and what implementation might look like, we moved on to a trial phase. And after we did that side-by-side comparison, little experiment, for us there really was no question that Spiideo was the entity that we wanted to pursue. We had a great experience top to bottom. The technology worked a lot better, our on-site support was a lot better, I think the coaches were a lot happier. Replay technology has changed our standard for umpiring in the league, in that it's given us even more opportunities to get some of the best umpires. The expectation is that our umpires that work for our league are getting NCAA postseason assignments on a fairly regular basis.
It's removed a ton of the conflict between coaches and umpires for those calls that are subjective, that require replay, whether we're right or wrong. As umpires, we want the call to be right.
On a typical game day, we have a replay tech that shows up to either our baseball or softball field, depending on which sport is using Spiideo. And that replay tech is there throughout the game. It's easy to set up, easy for them to use, reliable throughout the game.
I think that for us, what kind of ultimately tipped the scale for Spiideo was just seeing it in kind of that side-by-side comparison that we did, that kind of experiment. For us, it became a no question when you compared it to another system that it checked all the boxes and did it a lot better.